Oh, goodness gracious. It has been one of those days for you with the replays. Um, I've had a lot going on today. There's a lot that I wanted to update you guys on. And so if you're catching the replay, it'll be, I'm normally not live at this time, so I'm waiting for people to join. So go grab your water or your protein and join me back in just a little bit while I wait on people to join. Hey, Daphne. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, God, my hair. Hey, guys. Whew. I'm going to let some people join because if you follow me on Facebook, you know what's going on. If you just do YouTube, you're probably like, why? It ain't 7 o'clock in the morning. Why is she on here? So this hair of mine, woo. Oh, Chris. So give me just a minute while when Shane hit the fan. And it wasn't even staged, but it was so funny. I had to post it. Hey, Julie and Chris. I love y'all so much with all my heart. Kathy, you're so sweet. Just let's give it a few more minutes because I normally don't go live at this time. So I need, oh Lord, my dogs are fighting. The least I could have done is brush my hair before I went live. I don't even know where my brush is. You know I'm real. I don't fancy up for y'all. Hey, sweet Jane. Okay, Facebook is just now joining. So let's give it a few minutes before I get started. Better choices right now. It wasn't a better choice this morning, but I am making better choices before Christmas. It's my Christmas present to myself is to make better choices. All right, let's just wait a few more minutes. Joe, get my brush. Rolly. Hey, Diane. Is that Ryla? Rila? That's a pretty name. Hey, Walker. All right. I'm Carol. Thank you, Tina. My dad says that all the time. I'm retired. I'm not in a hurry. Okay. This morning, I woke up, normal routine. My normal routine is I get up about 5:30. I go fix a cup of coffee and just kind of have a quiet minute with myself and I read my comments and have just meditation, just, quiet time. And I'm sitting there doing my quiet time, and Shane calls me, and I didn't answer the phone. I forgot why I didn't answer. I didn't answer the phone, and then he came running in here, and he said, Judy, your peacock has been ran over. And I jumped up, ran outside, and my peacock is laying dead in the middle of the road right by my driveway. And my first reaction was I was so mad. And I was mad for several reasons. You know, when I go live in the mornings, I try my best to give you guys advice that works for me and to try to teach you guys how I've learned to break things down and how I've am able to keep myself balanced. Okay, it is a challenge every day. I have not mastered this, right? I have not mastered it. Um so my first reaction was I was mad, and I was mad not because they hit my peacock, because obviously my peacock was in the middle of the road, but I was mad because they didn't have the decency to knock on my door or my phone. Like out there at the road, it says Sneed's Farmhouse and it has my phone number, and it says book a tour and it has my phone number. So they didn't even have the decency to call me on the phone and say, hey, they didn't even have the decency to stop the car and move the peacock out of the middle of the road. Like I was mad and hurt over that. And so what do we do when we, okay, no, not, y'all probably don't do this, but when I get mad, I have red hair, and it just comes natural to have a temper when you have red hair, right? And I snapped, and I put on Facebook, I said, people that travel County Road 1225 in Vonmont, that left my peacock dead in the middle of the road. And I put in parentheses, it was probably an accident. I said, you could have had the decency to pick up the phone and call me or knock on my door. It was wrong of me. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. And I shouldn't have done that because it was ugly of me. But, you know, just because someone does wrong doesn't mean that I'm supposed to do something wrong, right? And so it caused, a lot of people were being very nice, and they were telling me they were sorry about my peacock and all this stuff. And then there was a couple people that started you know, saying some not nice things that I could get sued. And so I was upset, okay? But why I was dealing with all this yesterday, my dad started hormone therapy Wednesday because my dad has cancer. If you're just joining me and you don't know, my dad has cancer, and so he has to go through hormone therapy and radiation. So yesterday morning, I decided to take my dad out on the town. So we went and ate breakfast, and then I took him to Buc-ee's, and I got a chicken too, and just took him on a little road trip. And so we got home, I'm going to say it was around 1 or 2 o'clock, and we were in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen, and he started to walk to the kitchen, and he it was, I didn't know if he couldn't see, or like something was happening, and he was off balance. And I grabbed him, and when I grabbed him, his head was like this, and he wasn't responding to me. And when he came to, his pupils were dilated about this big. So I got him to the couch, and he doesn't remember any of it. So to make a long story short, I called his cancer doctor and told him that it happened. And she said, it sounds like he's had a stroke. He needs to go to the ER immediately. Where are you going? I'm going to be following up. Well, my dad didn't want to go yesterday. And so as a caregiver, when you're dealing with, you know, trying to make people do things they don't want to do, you get in a fight and it gets ugly. And so I didn't take him to the ER. And so this morning, after my peacock had been hit and I mouthed off, my dad's doctor called me and said, why did you not take him to the ER like I told you? And I said, because it was a fight. And I said, I was scared to take him because what if nothing's wrong? And then he's mad at me that we went to the ER. It's a lot of pressure. And she goes, Judy, get him in the car and take him to the ER now. So I'm sitting there bawling over my peacock, dead. And Shane goes and buries the peacock. And I go get my dad, and he's mad. And we jump in the car and we drive. And I didn't get home till about 3:30 today. So in the midst of me sitting there waiting on results, testing and all this stuff, I'm seeing the comments, people saying things, and it made me, I was getting frustrated, and there was only 2 people. Let me just stop. It wasn't a bunch of people commenting bad things. It was just 2. Okay. And they were gone. They were there and then they were gone. So I don't know if somebody reported them, but they were gone. Maybe they took them off. I don't know. But anyway, to make a long story short, I had a lot going on today. A lot. And sweet Kayla was here busting her butt on my farm trying to take care of my animals. And because tonight we have a huge storm coming in with high winds, and she was trying to put everything up for me while I was at the hospital so things didn't get blown over and my animals were going to be protected. And so it was just total chaos today. And I tell you a lot of times about how when I'm in situations, I try to break it down and try to look at it from the other person's point of view. And so the whole thing with the peacocks, I tried to look at it from other people's point of view. And this is the point of view. My peacocks, my peacocks free range. They do. And they're neighborhood peacocks. My neighbors love them and they go visiting. And they do. And nobody's mad. Like, everyone's nice about it. Everybody calls them the neighborhood peacocks. They get in the road. They do. They do. And it's not the first time that they've done it. They've gotten in the road. And people fly up and down my street. But granted, let me just explain. My peacocks stay in a pack. And there's also a turkey with them. So there's 4 peacocks and a turkey that walk together in the middle of the road sometimes. Not all the time. It's usually just in the mornings. They don't roam. They only roam in the mornings. They don't roam in the afternoons usually. And so basically, I try to see things from other people's point of views, and they are correct that it was my responsibility to keep my animals in. So I decided to take responsibility of that, and I sent a message on Facebook asking for help from my followers, because I am a 501c3 farm. I'm nonprofit. Okay. Everything goes back into my farm. And so I made a post because Sneed's Farmhouse is on the nonprofits page for donations on Facebook. So you can make donations and they're tax deductible on Facebook. YouTube doesn't have that. So I decided, because I was a panicked mother going, how much is this enclosure going to cost? And so I'm at the hospital stressing out going, how big does it have to be? Oh my gosh, the fencing is going to cost a fortune. I'm in panic because I'm like, it has to be done today. Like, I've got to get the peacocks out of the middle of the road before they get hurt. And so I did a fundraiser on Facebook and asking for donations. And within a short amount of time, in a short amount of time, so many people were making donations to help me with my peacocks. And it reminded me of there's so many good people in this world. And this morning when I woke up and someone did that, I was like, I hate people. They're so mean. I was just in this rampage. And so tonight when all this happened, and people were helping me financially, it made me go, no, there's so many good people in this world. And sometimes when things happen to us that are not right, because to me, in my brain, even though it's my responsibility to keep the peacocks on my property. It's almost impossible if you have peacocks. I mean, it's almost impossible. And around here, peacocks show up all the time. And so what happens is um it was my responsibility to keep the peacocks in, right? But I'm one of these people that I hate caging animals. I do. I hate it. I just feel like it's cruel unless you have some Mac Daddy cage. It's just how I feel. And um, even though in my mind, um, if it was me that ran over a peacock or a dog or whatever, I would stop and find the owner. But that's me. Okay. Not everyone's like me. And maybe the person was late for work. I don't know. But at the end of the day, who can I control? I can't control what other people do, but I can control the way I react to the situation. And so I am over being mad, and I apologize for making that post because it was not nice of me. And when I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. And I'm wrong. I probably shouldn't even have told y'all. I probably should have just pretend like everything was just great and wonderful and not shared with y'all that my peacock had just been hit in the middle of the road. Because sometimes when you're on Facebook and stuff, or YouTube, social media in general, if you open the door for conversation of controversy, you're asking like politics or whatever, it causes a disaster. And so I feel like I shouldn't have done that. But I will say that when all you were stepping up to the plate to help me with the enclosure, it made me realize that I've always felt like, ever since my mom and dad's passed away, I've always felt like I didn't have a family. I told you that. I always feel like I don't have a family. I always feel like I'm alone during the holidays because I don't have a family really that get together. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I have a family, and it makes no sense to people that are not on social media. If you start talking about your Aunt Judy at the Thanksgiving dinner table, and people were like, "We do not have an Aunt Judy. What is she talking about?" Like, people don't get people that are on social media, right? You get me. Like, if you're sitting around the table and you're talking about people you watch on social media, your family thinks you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly feel like I have a family with y'all, and I feel like that if I need help, y'all are coming to battle with me. And I thank you for that, because not a lot of people can say that. And as my page grows and we continue to meet each other every week, our relationship's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's a relationship that you can't explain to anybody that's not in it. Um, it's a kind of a strange relationship to talk to people that don't have social media. It's hard to explain because I'm like talking about, let's just say, Timothy, and I'm like, oh yeah, my chicken's named after Timothy. Yeah, and they're like, what? That ain't your family member? I'm like, oh yeah, he is. He's my chicken friend. You know what I mean? So like, it's hard for people to explain, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Um, I don't know, I'm lost for words because I guess I should tell you about my dad. So we were at the hospital all day today, and he had a stroke, but it wasn't yesterday. I don't know when he had stroke, but the stroke, it shows it on his scan. They believe that he was having a seizure yesterday, and so they're called a neurologist to call me to set up an appointment. And his cancer doctor is supposed to call me to figure out what to do about everything. So It's a lot. My dad's stressed out. It's a lot. If you are in my dad's shoes and you're 75 or older and you're starting to lose your independency and you're starting to lose your health and everything just seems to decline and you're going to pot. Let's just say that. God love you. I know it's hard because I sit here and watch it. And I'm not his age, and it's just like it is. I mean, it 1 minute it's heart, the next minute it's his brain, the next minute it's his lungs, the next minute he's cancer. It is just like bam, 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 bam of bad news. And so I just want you to know that if you are facing the same things that my dad's facing, um, I can promise you that we have a family here. And if you need loved on, this is a safe place to come to get loving, or being able to vent. Or I go live every Monday and Wednesday morning. People are here at 6 o'clock in the morning chit chatting. It's a safe place to come because the followers at Sneed's Farmhouse are like no other. I don't even know how to begin to tell you that everyone that's on my page is so friendly to each other and so caring. And if you feel alone, just know that there are, I don't know how many people. Well, there's 142 right here that would love on you if you need it. So don't sit behind the screen and go, I wish that I could communicate, or I wish they understood. No, we do understand, all of us. So reach out. And I want you to know that, I make a big commitment to y'all, a big commitment. Okay. I show up almost every Monday and Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the morning to go live. I put out content all day long, and I try to inform y'all of everything that's happening and the animals' lives in my life. I do my best to put out videos on YouTube 3 days a week. So I hope that you feel that I'm giving back to you as much as you're giving to me, because a lot of you have gone way, way out of your way for me. It is, I don't even know, like my own mother doesn't do as much did as much for me as some of you. And I can't believe that somebody loves me that much. I really can't. To send the things that you send to me and say the things that you say to me. And Becky, if you're on here, you sent me a card this week, and it was the sweetest card ever, and my life got crazy and I didn't say thank you. And so if you're on here right now, Becky, please know that I did just get your message and I got your card, and it means the world to me that you do that. So thank you very much. And Carol, I don't even know how to explain you. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do for me, because you don't have to. And you make an effort to go online and find me the perfect gift. I'm emotional today. I'm so sorry. I told you I'm either laughing or crying. I'm never in between. Okay. I'm either a jokester or I'm bawling my eyes out. But thank you. Thank you for taking the time to write me letters, to send me messages, to send me gifts, to send me money, to help my farm. Thank you so, so, so much. Timothy, I need you to come over here and help me with this peacock enclosure. That's what I need. I have the money. My backup dancers have paid for a beautiful peacock enclosure, so I have the money in hand. I just don't know what to buy and how to do it. And I know that you do, and I need you to help me. So, anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I wish I like I want to write it, I want to say it, I want to show it. I want to do everything in my power to tell you how grateful I am for you, and I don't like it's not enough. And I sound like a broken record saying the same thing over, but I can't even begin to explain to you what you do for me. I just can't. And I'm so grateful. And I'm so just thankful. I really am. So thank you so much for treating me like a family and all that you do. And thank you for watching my channel and encouraging me, and just I thank you. I'm going to let you go. I have to tell you this quick story. So I got home from the hospital, and maybe y'all can relate to this story. I'm so hard on my husband, but I got home from the hospital. I've been at the hospital all day, right? Lost my beautiful peacock, devastated. I get home and I have to go do animals because it's time to go feed animals. So I'm out there and I am ticked off because Shane is not out there helping me. I'm like, that POS, I'm out here doing all this animal. I've been in the hospital all day. My peacock's dead, and he's just up there in the shop, just doing nothing but playing. Okay, I was doing that. So I get everything done by myself. And then I begin to walk to the shop, and I'm going to chew him and rip him a new one, only to find that my sweet husband was building Queso an enclosure because he needs one. And he was up there building. I have to show it to y'all. He was wait, let's see. Kayla, you may have to help me. Let me see. AirDrop. Wait, I'm gonna see if I can show it to y'all. Oh, I gotta turn my Bluetooth on. Kayla, what do I do? Hit the plus sign? No. Hang on. Hang on. Kayla, will you please message me and tell me how to do this? Kayla's my brain. I have to show y'all this video. I know you can do a video on here. Let's see. Video file. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Y'all, I'm old. How do I get the... Y'all have got to see this. Hang on. Y'all just bear with me for just 1 second. Kayla, are you here? Hang on. Wish Lester was on here because Lester could show me how to play. Okay, I'm just going to show you from my phone because I don't know how to do it. I'll learn how to do it so I can do it next time. Okay. Oh, hang on. Have you ever been out there chewing your husband out only to find that he was building you something for one of your animals? And he's burning it, making it cute. Don't I feel like a POS? Don't I feel awful for sitting out there thinking he was not helping me and he was being ugly and he was being so sweet, building little sweet queso an enclosure. So sometimes when, we find ourselves getting all snappy, if you're red-haired like me and you're snappy, there's Becky. Did you hear me, Becky? I just talked about you. I'll tell you in a minute. But I'm out there just ripping him a new one. I said all kinds of things under my breath. That dadgum. I'm out here at the hospital all day, stressed out, and he's in the shop playing. Bless his heart. I'm so bad to him. Anyway, Shane is the sweetest person. And so he's in there. Queso has to live. Okay, the past 3 years, Queso has had to live inside my house during the winter because he's not big enough to get, and we don't have power out at the farm. It's $15,000 to get power out there. And Shane and I can't just stroke a check for 15 grand to get the animals power. Maybe one day I can get a grant to get it done. But as of right now, Queso has to live in my house. Well, he has outgrown every single one of his enclosures because he's about that big now. Hey, you want to see him? Hey, now, I'm going to go wake him up. Y'all give me a second. He's mad at me. I woke him up. This is Queso. See how big he is? He's probably going to pee on me. But this is Queso. And your daddy is building you an enclosure. So right now, he's in my bathroom in a dog crate. And he's not very happy. And just to let you know, stop. Just to let you know, anytime there's a change, Queso will go starve himself. So Queso hasn't ate in 3 days. And I'm like, dude, you got to eat. See how sweet he is? He's used to being held. Queso. Queso used to be this little boy's tortoise, and the little boy didn't take care of him, so I got him. And I've had him for, I'd say 2.5, 3 years I've had him. So I spend a lot of time with Queso. So that's why he's out and he's friendly. The dog's barking and he don't care. Isn't he cool? Queso. Anyway, your daddy built you an enclosure and I was chewing him out in the farm, Queso. I was like ripping him a new one and he was building you an enclosure. So I had to I didn't tell him I chewed him out. I just told the Lord I was sorry for being ugly. Queso is going to get massive. He will weigh probably 200 pounds. Yeah, baby. That's Tag. Isn't he cool? You been sleeping? Y'all seen his bath. He loves a bath. Yes, he's a sulcata. Hang on, let me go put him back. Come on. Tag, you cannot get him. Did he let it rip in the floor? Did y'all see him? No, I don't let him hibernate for the winter. I don't. Okay. All right. Thank you again for all you do. Thank you for all that donated to my peacock enclosure. There's no telling how much it's going to cost me because it has to be massive big for a peacock. So there's no telling how much fencing I'm going to have to buy. So all your donations have helped me. So thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to see y'all Monday. I'm hoping to do I've got to do a video. See, this is how it works. I've been at the hospital all day, and tonight I have to edit a video, or y'all aren't going to get a video tomorrow. So being being on social media is a full-time job, just to let you know. But I am so glad to do it for y'all. I love you guys. I will see you guys next time. Thank you, Tony. I meant to go to Chambers today and I forgot. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully a video will be out tomorrow.